Welcome to this season of the Central New York Business Journal interviews. This season, we are focusing on family-owned businesses in Central New York. My name is Vance Mariner. I'm the Director of Marketing and Research at the Central New York Business Journal. And I am joined today by Sandy Kirnan, who is the President and CEO of Kirnan Real Estate, and also Jason Yegan, who is the office manager there. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us.
Appreciate it. Yes, I appreciate you joining us. So just to start out with, tell us about Kirnan Real Estate. Tell us about your firm.
Sure. So we are a local real estate brokerage specializing in really residential real estate and that side of the business. We do focus on new construction as well, just helping people buy and sell real estate.
Okay. And how long has Kirnan Real Estate been in business?
So my grandfather started the company in 1958, right here in Liverpool.
Okay. And so it's just two generations currently working in the business now?
Yes. Well, he would be the third generation.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And so 1958. So how has the business changed during that time? Or Sandy, how has it changed since you've been involved with it?
Well, in the beginning, there were small little index cards with the properties on them. Now everything's computerized, and it enables us to handle a larger territory too. We can handle all of Central New York, when it used to be just you would specialize in a small neighborhood.
Yeah. So, I read a lot about how the residential real estate market, just in the past few years, has changed. What are you seeing in the Syracuse market in terms of trends, and how does it compare to what's going on nationally?
For a long time, Central New York has lagged behind the national real estate market. We didn't see any price appreciation for a lot of years. And in the past 3-4 years, we're starting to catch up to everybody else. There's a lot of new and exciting stuff starting to happen in Syracuse, Micron-related things such as that. And that's really putting Syracuse real estate kind of on par with the national stage. And even recently, we see a lot of headlines with national real estate prices starting to go down. Syracuse is actually doing the opposite right now. We're still trending up. So we're really excited for the future growth in real estate locally here.
Yeah.
So what can you say about some of the challenges and the opportunities that being a family business in that industry? What is your experience like as a family-owned business?
Well, we haven't had much drama because Jason is the only son. So, and he's really in it to win it. He has taken right over, and my siblings weren't interested in the business. So there wasn't a challenge there either. So it's worked out very well.
So Sandy, when you came into the business, what did you have any kind of issues or challenges with that transition, taking it over from your father?
No, not really. Not really. I have a brother and sister, and they weren't interested in the business. Mm-hmm. So I just thought it was a great opportunity. It was, established. This year, I think it's 65 years we've been in business. So locally owned, no franchise. Every franchise has come to try to recruit Kirnan Real Estate, but we've held our own.
So you think that locally owned aspect has helped you over the years?
I think so. It's a more personalized service. Mm-hmm. Working hand in hand with the agents and customers and clients.
Okay. So what do you think are, so the company's been around for a long time. you said coming up 65 years. What would you say is the legacy of Kirnan Real Estate, or what would you hope that it is?
Just to continue as a locally owned real estate company. It's very successful, and I think we have a stellar reputation.
Yeah.
So, I hope that continues.
When we talk about family-owned businesses, we're often talking about generational experiences and, what different generations are looking for in business and so on. But I was wondering, from your perspective as a real estate company, what are younger generations of home buyers looking for in real estate market?
I think there's a lot of the same things that the older generations were looking for, but I think some of the differences are just the comfortability of technology. For example, I've sold many houses over the past few years where it was all done through a video walkthrough, the showing, the final walkthrough, and they didn't walk in the house until the day after they purchased it. And I think the younger generation is a little bit more comfortable with that and trusting me as I kind of take that process on for them. Whereas the older generation may not be so comfortable with that. So I think that's one of the bigger differences.
Yeah. Any differences in terms of the types of homes they're looking for, different kinds of amenities or neighborhoods?
Well, everybody wants a little more space than they used to. I know a lot of your first time buyers, they don't want to be super close to their neighbors and that kind of thing. And that's definitely, I think, a generational shift. First time buyers they have a little more purchasing power than they used to. So it seems like they're buying kind of a step up than the prior generation used to. But more or less, there's a lot of similarities. Everybody's looking for a place to call home, and everybody has their own opinion on what that is. But more or less, people just want the place to call home and what's comfortable for them.
Probably a home office too, right? People are looking for that home office.
Yeah, that's
more
a good
people.
point.
Yeah. I think COVID probably changed people's perspective on, how much time they plan on spending at home and what they plan on doing there. So that increased purchase power, is that because people are waiting a little bit longer to purchase their first home?
I think it's a combination of things. People waiting a little bit longer, maybe living with mom and dad for a few years, get a bigger down payment. And then I think you've got a lot of households, younger households, to college educated people with higher incomes than people used to have. And that's definitely pushing that initial purchase into a higher price point.
Okay, and just to wrap up, what's on the horizon for Kirnan Real Estate? Do you have any plans or developments that you can share in the immediate future?
Well,
the big thing we're working on now is trying to create more housing, basically. A huge shortage of inventory, and we work with some custom home builders, so we're trying to put together some plans and strategy to help accommodate the micron growth that we're expecting in the very near future. So just trying to find some land to develop and get a place to build some houses. That's the game plan here.
Yeah, so a lot of interest in places like Cicero and the surrounding area, I assume.
More than ever, and we've gotten countless calls from people from out of state that would have never considered looking into Syracuse for investment, and we're getting a lot of those calls every week now.
Great. Well, I thank you both for joining us today and sharing your thoughts with us, and I really appreciate your time.
okay. Thank you very much, Vance.
Appreciate it.
All right.